It's me again, continuing this observations regarding this conversion by Muharrem Serbizovsky into Islam, or now he's trying to make a Bible too, and he's behaving like he invented the religion. He's so braggy about it. It's not alone. He's accompanied by Bosnian Serbs, sometimes taking few of the Romani back, Bosnian Romani back, but in that case they have to convert, change their names to Christian Orthodox name, and lose part of their identity in order to come back home. So if this doesn't constitute conspiracy altogether, I don't know what does. And I don't know why, I mean, we're not better than other Romanis, but our peaceful enthusiasm is better than that in Serbia and Macedonia. And I wanted to tell you about the decades previous to the war. Every now and then they would just say like the most sophisticated Romani is spoken in Belgrade or in Pristina or in Macedonia, and from time to time you would hear that, and it didn't matter to us. Then King and Queen are from Serbia and Macedonia. Sometimes they're singing Bosnian songs on the that started recently, Bosnian songs and stuff like that. And when you look at that, all that, there's also like this. It's been going for decades now. All of their singers, and you know, they'd come out or whatever, they're all lousy. I'm not trying to be sarcastic or mean. I just want to say this. Lousy. There's this guy James Ramadanovsky. If you were to see him dance, it's the most ridiculous thing. And I think that's why they let him go forth. Muharrem, he just can't sing. He can't hold his voice. It has no color, no shape. He can't do anything with it. Esmaregipo sounds like a 14-year-old still. There is simply no intelligence to their singing, flat out. And I think, I don't know who's familiar with the concept of affirmative action, something that is meant to help minorities. I believe theirs is affirmative action with the opposite intent. And in their countries, they're pushed forward if they suck at it, so that their younger generations don't have much of quality to look up to. Now that they have seen Bosnian Romani being down, they have seen their chance to push us down once and for all, so they wouldn't go, you know, they wouldn't have to go up. They probably hate themselves for having stood in the way of their own talents in their own countries, but had to accept the life as such, because it was the only opportunity they could get. And now in their jealousy, their anger with themselves, now they're doing this. And it's very political. They're not stupid, they know what they're doing. It's very political. It's very destructive to the society that never did anything bad to them, Bosnian society. And an occasional concert from now, this so-called king, Sylvan with Esmaregipo, the queen, they sing Bosnian songs. Sometimes this guy, Muharrem Serbizovsky, he'll give a concert to help Bosnian Romani, but all they're doing is butting into the help, the real help, so the real help will not come to my people. They're like fighting for us. We never call them over. They're fighting for us. Our government is silent and everybody's seeing what's going on, but nobody's doing nothing about it. And they have the help of European Union and European Romani intellectuals, the historians, whatever, who are keeping this kind of conspiracy going, and actually destructive way, so that it looks like hell, but it's not real hell. So if nobody would say simply, since the World War II, there was no more massive killing of Romani people anywhere, as it was in Bosnia. Anywhere between 25,000 to 35,000 people died. End of story. This is a simple information, but it would echo in Europe in the right way, because in World War II, 2 million Romani had been killed, but no one has ever been called to responsibility. unlike the 6 million Jews, of course. And here's this injustice going on, and here's this conspiracy going on so that we wouldn't gain the sympathy of the world, of Europe, and so forth. And it's very, very cowardly. Now this affirmative action of theirs, that they're trying to pull off with us, lower my society, our society onto their level, lower level, is pretty much ignored, and there is nothing smart that can be done about it. I think he should be sued, put in jail, but no, instead he is trying to contend for the Nobel Prize, and our Grand Mufti is not doing anything about it. So it's an overall attack, it's obvious, and the only ones who I wouldn't know about it had it not been for the Human Rights Watch or Amnesty International actually reporting that. And police is getting out of hand. There's lots of brutality going on. I don't know what to do. So maybe if I share this with you, so you know, it could spread and so forth. Let me see what else want to say. I wanted to address this issue of women being kidnapped and brought into Belgrade and sold to Serbia, and they're still being treated by both Bosnian Serbs and Federation as prostitutes. But I think that, of course they know, crime upon crime had to have happened in order for them to end up in that situation. And even then they end up like owing money because you know, they have to repay, and they have to prostitute in order to repay some kind of debt they never incurred on their own. It's actually a rape. It's a statutory rape, whatever form of such, it's a rape. And they don't want to open their eyes to it because they would, I don't know why. I don't know why. But this is the same situation as it happened with the Ottoman Empire and the rape of children who were forced to perform sexual services to Janissars, to all kinds of important people within Ottoman Empire and so forth. Well, if they were prostitutes, so are these young children. So it cannot be prostitution. It's rape, and that's about it. And I don't know why aren't they trying it as such. Anything happens from kidnapping, beating, raping, to make them work for money and prostitute themselves for money. So no, it's not prostitution, and all those bar owners, they should be locked up, their property given to these ladies, as somebody on the HRW, Human Rights Watch, suggested. There are so many corrupt cops as well. They make money, they get freebies, they get free sex, they're not reporting it there, and women are simply cornered into that situation. They have no choice, they have no course of action. Who are you to complain to if a cop is one of you know, customers? I want to show you something here. It goes on. As you can see here, there is a let me see if I can show it like this before it's over. Here's a map of Bosna, northwestern Bosna, and let me see. Alright, here's a part where it says there's a Republika Srpska, here's a Belgrade and so forth. Alright, alright, here it is. But demographically speaking, regarding the population, all of this area here is actually Serbian. So Serbians have actually closed off the central Bosnia from northwestern Bosnia by population. This is a simplest example of a military strategy. You see, this looks like an anvil. Alright, that's a part of Bosnian Serb territory that they have based on genocide. Alright, here.
But here up to the Croatian border, it's all Serbian.